I see the confidence growing in the champ.
Alan, that big 3-point deficit, 3-4-point deficit we saw in the first round,
gone.
I now have it gone. I have Marquez winning the fight 66-65.
Well, the psychology to that is, as we take a look at round 8, is that Pacquiao, that's how he wins fights. And if you knock a guy on his butt 3 times and you don't get, and he's still in front of you, that wears on your confidence and your patience. And now he's getting countered to death. And the people that haven't seen Marquez fight, you see what a brilliant technician he is. That's why I'm so shocked that he got dropped like he did 3 times, because that's not like him.
Well, you know, a lot of people recognize
but it's Pacquiao.
Pacquiao for his power in his left hand. I mean, every fighter will tell you that's fought him that, you know, it feels like he's got lead in that left hand, and he can hurt anybody. And he can hurt anybody with that left, including a good fighter like Marquez.
Now I'm sensing from Pacquiao that he wants to pick it up here in the 8th round, maybe knowing that he's blown his lead.
One thing is not going to happen is the computer, when the information was fed into it.
Yes. Which computer?
Which computer? Well, one of the websites had a computer fight. They had Manny Pacquiao winning the fight in a 5th round knockout. We know that's not going to happen.
No, no.
In fact, when you feed all the information to the computer, they had Manny Pacquiao winning the fight 79 times out of 100.
We shall see.
It doesn't look like a 79% chance he's going to win this fight right now.
It's about 50-50 right now.
I think 50-50 is a better number.
We're in the 8th round.
Also, you know, it might have been Pacquiao's manager feeding the information into the computer.
I was about to say, was it a Filipino-made computer?
Well, his promoter, Murad Muhammad, may have financed the computer fight, about what do you call it? I don't know what you call it a fight, because they didn't actually fight.
Under a minute left, round 8. Why do you think Pacquiao slowed down so much?
I think he knows that every time he throws a punch, he's paying for it. I mean, he can't do what he did in the first round, just go in there and start throwing those left bombs, because now that part of the fight is over, it's a new fight. And ever since the second round started, Marquez has made him pay for every punch he's thrown.
Marquez swarming him now.
I let him off the hook. He had a chance to go to the body when he had him on the ropes.
He doesn't want to be on the ropes. Marquez needs to get off the ropes. Pacquiao's trying to unload the bombs.
Boy, Pacquiao is about as determined as you can be for a fighter.
A little problem on his right eye. He just ate another right hand to that right eye. I don't know what his vision's going to be like as we go along here. That's the end of round 8.
It's tough to have confidence. Every time you hit a guy, he hits you back 3 times. That makes it really tough.
I think that was, we're in round 9, folks. Manny Pacquiao, the hero of the Philippine Islands in the flaming trunks, and Marquez, the champion, the hero from Mexico City in the white trunks. It's been a great fight. I think the corner of the champion was exactly correct, telling him what they told him. Do not take a round off here as we go down the stretch.
Oh, you never know what's going to happen, especially in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you think you've got a fight won. You can think you're winning the fight by 4 or 5 rounds, and you look up and announce you as a loser.
Do they always get it right in Texas?
They don't get it right anywhere. They occasionally get it right in most places.
Yeah, they want the Pac-Man to come forward, but I'm telling you, Marquez has got all the skills. Having said that, I saw him on the canvas 3 times in the first round, so anything could happen in this fight. It's still wide open. We're in the 9th round, under 2 minutes left.
Well, the important thing is that from the difference in the fight from the second round on has been total domination by Marquez. He's made up the 3-point, possibly 4-point difference from the first round, and the way I see it, he's ahead by 2 points in the fight. But as we say, you know, there can be difference of opinions for the judges. It's been a long time since Pacquiao's had a round I thought he won.
Wow, look at that combination, that speed, just backing him up.
That's where Pacquiao's corner does not want him to be, is with his back to the ropes. They want him coming forward. That's where he's most effective. That's where he has the power in that left hand.
Well, I can see why a lot of people over the years would have ducked Marquez with all his skills, and technical ability. And here he is, featherweight champion of the world.
Well, they all ducked him. Prince Nassim Hamed actually gave up his title.
Not to have to fight him.
Not to have to fight him when Marquez was #1 contender in the mandatory position. Rather than fight him, he just gave it up. And probably for good reason. I think that Marquez would have done probably exactly what Marco Antonio Barrera did.
I think so too.
Bring up.
But now if he can win this fight here, he's on the verge of a monster fight with another fellow Mexican, Eric Morales. In fact, the winner of this fight, that's where the money's at for them, is in the fight with Eric Morales.
Well, they got to go up and get him.
But got a long ways to go in this fight for somebody to win.
Boy, Marquez is just wicked with his counterpunching, just tagging you on the chin.
Pacquiao just can't turn it around.
No, he can't. Not at this point.
Although he may.
Good left hand, good right hand, excuse me. Marquez now body shot. And that's what we've been waiting on, is the body punches. Pacquiao's having troubles.
Yeah, his face looks pretty.
Here we go. I don't know about you, Lester, but I'm getting a little tense as we go along to the last 3 rounds coming up, if it goes that
It's
long.
anybody's fight right here. I mean, it's like a 1-2 point fight either way.
Well,
I've got Marquez winning the fight, but
as I mentioned earlier,
very close.
You heard Freddie Roach wanting the jab and the hook. Jab and the left. Of course, his big power punch is a straight left.
He knows that Pacquiao's got to come in and reestablish himself in the fight. These championship rounds is the fight. I think the fight's going to be won or lost. Right here in the last 3 rounds, if Pacquiao has to come in and start dominating, because he hasn't done anything to dominate a round since way back in maybe the 4th round he won a round. Possibly won the last round, but a very close round, tough to score.
Tell you what, you give Marquez an opening, you're going to get some leather. I mean, he just deadly accurate, quick, hard-working guy.
Thing is, he can punch with both hands. Pacquiao's basically a left-hand puncher, where Marquez is a right-hander. He has thunder in both hands. Pacquiao he's just deadly with that left hand. But you notice he hasn't really done any damage with his right.
Reminds me of the heavyweight division. Remember, Razor Ruddock didn't have a right hand either.
Well, Oscar De La Hoya didn't have a right hand for a long time either, but now his right hand's good, now his left hand's bad. A lot of fighters made a living with one hand. If you've got 2 good ones like Marquez, very tough to get beat.
Oh, man, look how Marquez just drills you straight in, backs you up, combinations, and stays out of harm's way. But Pacquiao did get a punch in there. Pacquiao picking up the energy now. The 10th round.
He's that left hand. When he hits you flush that left hand,
Can you imagine?
It is wicked.
Can you imagine how sore Marquez's nose must be right now?
I think Marquez is a little hurt right now.
I think so, too.
He could very well get dropped right here. If he does, whatever lead he might have,
It's gone.
It's gone again. A 2-point swing would be huge at this point in the fight.
I know he's having trouble breathing.
It can't be pleasant. He's been bleeding since the 1st round out of that nose.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. He had a long way to go once it got busted.
I tell you, it sure hasn't bothered him though.
We're in round 10, folks. Featherweight championship of the world. A hard-fought, crowd-pleasing battle most of the way.
This fight has rematch written all over it. We've got 2 rounds to go. The talk is Manny Pacquiao wins. It's a big showdown with Eric Morales.
Yeah.
Or if Marquez wins, maybe he's the guy to fight Morales. But right now, this kind of action right here is what makes the demand for rematches.
Pacquiao trying to stare him down. That's not going to work against Marquez. You know, I'm not so. I'm pretty.
Let's see. Here comes Marquez countering. Pacquiao had that big left hand in the round. There it is right there. Stunned him momentarily, but he came back.